What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So as you guys do know, my name is Desiree. My baby is asleep right now, Roman. So this video is about how my pregnancy was and how motherhood has been treating me. You guys did send me some questions, so I will be reading them and answering them. So let's get started. So first question is, how did your parents react when you told them? So I was scared to tell my mom. She's the most lenient person like ever. For some reason, I wasn't even scared to tell my dad or my stepmom, because not that I didn't care, but I don't know. So when I had told my mom, I remember we were at the clinic and she was with her best friend Fabi, and we went into her office and I was with my brother Manuel, and I had tears coming down my face, and I'm like, fuck, what is she gonna say? What is she gonna think? So I'm telling her, Ma, I just told her like that, Mom, I'm pregnant. And she starts laughing, and I'm like, my tears are coming down, and I'm like, what's funny? Like, it's not a joke, it's not a prank or anything. Like, I really am pregnant. I forgot how long I was. It probably was like 3 weeks or something. And she started laughing. She was laughing. So I'm like, what the heck? Like, what's wrong with you? So she stopped laughing and she's like, for real? And I'm like, yeah, that's not something that you play with. And she was just excited. Like, she just started tearing up and she gave me a hug and congrats. And I'm excited, to be a grandma. My dad, I told him, and I had told him when I was like a month or two. He's all like, you ruined your life, your life is over, a child is so much responsibility, and just negative stuff. He really wasn't happy about it. But yeah, my stepmom, she was like, whatever's. How supportive have your friends been? I have no friends. But the close friends that I do have, which my circle is like that tiny, I mean, they've been good, I guess. Normal or C-section? It was normal. Yes, thank God I did not have a C-section. I'm actually happy that I didn't have a C-section, because I heard they're worse, and that you can have kids, I think after 2 years, I don't know, something like that. Did you have a normal delivery? Yes. Did it hurt? Of course. I'm freaking pulling out a 10-pound-old baby from my vagina. Of course it's gonna hurt. Did you breastfeed? I did. I tried to, but I had difficulties. The nurse gave me like some little thing to put like on my nipples, because I don't have, like, I do have a nipple, but I don't have like the little thing that pops out. So I had to pump. He wasn't latching on right. I did pump a lot, but it was a little bit of milk that was coming out. Would you like to have more kids? I would, maybe in the far future, like 5 years. He's barely 2 years old, I would have liked to have them back to back, and so Roman can have a sibling, because he is 2 years old. But he has cousins. He has Ethan, he has my sister Annabelle, so they're growing up together, so he doesn't need no brother or sister right now. How was it like giving birth? It was good. It did hurt, just because the epidural was wearing out once I was pushing. So I kind of felt everything, and it's like I didn't even get an epidural. But yes. What helped you with cramps and nausea? Guys, seriously, I didn't get 1 day of nausea or cramps. I heard cramps are normal, so for you guys out there that are getting cramps while you guys are pregnant, I asked my mom. She is a nurse, so she knows about this. She is an OBGYN nurse, so she did say they were normal. I didn't get any. I didn't get nausea. The one who did was Joe, my baby daddy. He would throw up, he would crave stuff, and he would get like all these sickness. So I'm like super blessed to have such an amazing pregnancy. He would throw up a lot, and he would crave donuts and coffee. So at night when he would come home from work, he would always have these packets of freaking donuts, and like the biggest coffee that you can get from 7-Eleven. Like, dude, chill. He would eat it and he would drink it and he'll be like, oh my god, this is so good. But yeah, I didn't crave anything. There was only this one time where I did throw up, but it was because I had some camarones a la diabla, and they were super spicy. So I mean, I think Roman reacted to them and he just didn't like it. So I like literally threw up, and like it even came out through my nose, and it was freaking burning because de tanto chile, you know. But yes, how did I find out and my reaction? Well, guys, how did I find out? I mean, I knew I was pregnant because it was planned. My reaction to it, I didn't think I was gonna get pregnant so fast, but I was excited because, you know, I mean, me and Joe were ready to have a baby, so yeah, we were excited. My entire pregnancy was really good. I did eat for 2 people. I was eating a lot. Before I got pregnant, I weighed like 145, and at the end of my pregnancy, I weighed 180 something. So I did gain 40 pounds. So I would just eat and eat and eat and eat and eat, and I mean, de todo comía, you know, for me and for Roman, of course. Let's see, what made you want to have a baby? Let's see, what made us want to have a baby? I mean, Joe was the one who really wanted to have a baby, and we've been together for like 4 or 5 years, so we're like, why not, you know? And I feel like having a baby at a young age, I mean, it's pretty cool because look, when Roman's 20 years old, I'm barely gonna be 40 years old, you know? Like, my mom had hers at a young age, you know. I'm not recommending it, of course not, but I'm not the type to like party and go out and drink and let's do this and this and that, you know. If I want to travel, I can travel with him. What's the problem, you know? So yeah, I mean, what made me want to have a baby? I mean, babies are fun, you know, they're freaking exciting. Like, they just come up with some random stuff. I have learned so much from baby Roman. It's crazy. Let's see, who knew you were pregnant first? Well, of course Joe did, and my brother Matt. So my brother was the first one to know about my pregnancy. For some reason, like, if it's like a super big news, I'm like, yo Manuel, like, I'm pregnant, and he's like, okay, motherfucker. Let's see, was labor painful? Yes, just because the epidural was wearing out, and you know, when Roman's head was almost out, his big old self didn't fit, and the doctor had to cut me down there. And when he cut me like just a little bit, like, I felt everything, so I'm like, ah, you know, like, I screamed, and he's like, shh, don't scream. So he told the nurse to give, I guess, like an injection so I could numb it, and then he like cut everything. But I'm like, dude, like, what the heck, you know? I think that was like super painful, you know. Let's see, what were your reactions when you found out you were pregnant? We already said that. I was excited, you know, because it was planned and we were expecting a baby already. Let's see, were you ready? I don't think anyone is ever ready for another human being. You know, it's just like, just no one is ready, honestly, you know. I mean, of course we know that, you know, baby's coming, and, you know, it's just a lot of responsibility just because he's yours. And, you know, when he's crying and he's fussy and, you know, he's just like, you know, you can't be like, okay, bye, go with your mom or whatever. Like, you have to deal with it. So, like, in that aspect, I guess I was ready just because, you know, I've always been a mom figure. You know, my friends would always be like, oh, mom. Or, you know, my brother, he's always been like, stop being a mom, and, you know, this and this and that. Like, it's just like in my natural habitat, you know, like, I don't know. But yeah, I don't think anyone is ever ready, you know, because thank God, you know, for Roman, he's been such a good baby. You know, he wasn't a chillon. he right till the 2-year-old terrible twos, he hasn't been that bad. He has his days where he's just like, dude, relax, but he's been a pretty good baby. Now if he were chillon and like super bad, like how people sometimes explain their kids, then I don't know. Hopefully my next one, if I do have a next one, he or she isn't a freaking rebel. Let's see. How many hours were you in labor? 24 hours in labor. Who was there when you had the baby? My mom was there, Joe was there, and Joe's mom was there, and Joe's sister was there. 4 people in the room. And my dad came in too for a little bit. Yeah, everybody, I felt like the whole family was freaking there. I really didn't care, like, I don't know. I was like, dude, let's just bring everybody in, Now, everybody was looking when Roman was coming out, which, I mean, it was cool, My mom said that if I ever do have another baby, she doesn't want to be in there because she doesn't want to see me go in so much pain. She doesn't want to see me in that much pain again. But if I were to ever have a baby, I probably wouldn't have so many people in there. I don't know. Just, it was cool, like Joe's sister, when I had to pee, she would help me. Of course, she seen me. I don't know if you guys ever been to the hospital, but they give you like a gown and then from the back it's open. Every time I would get up, everybody would see my booty because the freaking back was open. But I mean, I'm not a shy person. I don't care about none of that. But yeah, 5 people were in there. She did have to get Joe's sister, she did have to leave the room once like I was already like close to pushing. So only Joe's mom and my mom stayed in the room and watched the whole thing. They enjoyed the show. Surprise baby or planned? He was planned. I don't look, honestly, I don't think there's a such thing as surprise baby. Like, maybe if you're taking birth control pills or if you're using condoms, and if you were to end up pregnant, then that is a surprise. But cuando no te estás cuidando, when you're not like taking care of yourself, like you're not using protection, so if you come out pregnant, it's not a surprise. While pregnant, were you stressed? No, I don't think I'm the type of person to ever get stressed. I mean, if there's a solution to it, it's not a problem, like, so I just enjoyed it, and I just enjoy life, like whatever comes at me, come at me, and it is what it is. What was the last day? How was the last day when you were pregnant? I don't know if that makes sense, but I get the question. Okay, so let me tell you guys, I woke up one morning and I felt like water coming down, and I told Joe, and I'm like, dude, what if my water broke? And he's like, well, us thinking new parents, we're thinking that when your water breaks, it's a lot of water, right? I mean, that's how I expected it. So it was just a little bit. So I'm like, maybe Roman is just low and he's just pressing down. That's making my pee come out, So we had a birthday party, a family birthday party. Water was still coming out, but I'm like, it's not that much of a big deal. So like, let's just go, So we get it to mind you, when I'm getting ready, I just put on a pad so my underwear won't get wet. So we get to the party and I tell my mom like, hey, this is happening. And she's like, dude, you need to go to the hospital. And I'm like, but I feel fine, like I don't want to be there for a long time. And them, me just being there and then them having to send me home, or me just staying there, it's freaking boring, So I'm like, let me just wait a little. So I ate, I enjoyed, we freaking sang happy birthday, I grubbed. The whole family knew what was going on, so everybody's like looking at me like, dude, go to the hospital, please, like, I think your water broke. So yeah, I go to the hospital like at 8 p.m. and the nurses are like, oh yeah, like your water is leaking or it's breaking, something like that. And we had to stay there until I was dilated and until Roman came out. And the nurse told me, she's like, look, honestly, like, if you would have came in the morning, yeah, we would have had you stayed here, but it would have been better. If you would have waited a little longer, and if Roman would have drank that liquid, he could have probably had some Down syndrome. And I'm like, holy crap, you know, like, I didn't know. Thank God Roman is fine. He's smarter than ever, you know. I feel like he's such a smart kid. And yeah, guys, motherhood has been pretty good to me. I'm enjoying it. I learn something from Roman every day. He's asleep right here. That's why he's taking a nap. But yeah, it's fun. It's exciting. You know, he does have his days where he's just so bad, but he's a boy, you know. I expected it. I did, there was a question here. Did you want a girl or a boy? Honestly, I wanted a boy, so thank God I got my boy. I don't know what I would do with the girl. Like, I feel like girls are they're just so stressful. Like, it's just harder to, I don't know. If I ever get pregnant again, I hope it's a boy. I don't want a mini-me. I really don't want a girl. That's why I'm kind of scared to, like, have another baby, because what if it is a girl? I gotta deal with all that drama, and no, I don't know, no. But if it is a girl, of course I'm gonna love her, you know. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you guys do have any more questions, you guys have my Instagram. You guys can DM me. You guys can comment below. And yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Bye.